A fraction can be defined as a part of a whole. Let's take, for instance, we have one orange and we divide that orange into two equal parts. All right. One part is a half and the other part also is a half. Now 1 over 2 is a half. Now here we have the numerator. This is called the numerator. And here is called the denominator. The denominator. So the number up is called the numerator and the one down is called the denominator. Now, having known that, we have different types of fractions. All right. So let's go into the types of fractions. We have the proper fraction. All right. We have the proper fraction. And in the proper fraction, the numerator is smaller compared to the denominator. In other words, in a proper fraction, the denominator is bigger than the numerator. We have different types of proper fractions. You can name as many as you want. 4 over 5, 1 over 20, and so on and so forth. Now, that is for a proper fraction. Now, let's go to another type of fraction, which is improper fraction. Now, in an improper fraction, the numerator is bigger than the denominator. Let's take, for instance, we have 3 over 2. This is an improper fraction. Why? Because the numerator is bigger than the denominator. Another example of an improper fraction is 24 over 15. Or we can have 21 over 5. We can mention as many as possible. We can even have 101 over 7. All these are examples of improper fractions because the numerators are bigger than the denominators. Now, the third type of fraction we have is called the mixed numbers. Some people call it mixed fractions, but we can say those are mixed numbers, all right? And in mixed numbers, we have a whole number. Take, for instance, we have a whole number as this. Then we have a proper fraction by each side. It could be 2 over 3 or 1 over 5 or anything. So this is a mixed number. This is a mixed number. Another example can be 2 whole number, 1 over 5. Another example can be 6 whole number, 21 over 30, and so on and so forth. These are mixed numbers. So the next thing I'm going to educate you on fraction is what we call decimal fractions. All right. Decimal fractions can also be said to be decimal numbers that can be changed to fractions. Take, for instance, we have 0.25. This can be said to be a decimal fraction or a decimal number. Why? Because this can be converted to a fraction. All right. So in the course of this video, I'll teach you how to convert these to a fraction. And also, if you check my previous videos, I have videos that I've taught on how to change from decimal numbers to fractions. Now, let's learn how to change from improper fractions to mixed numbers and also from mixed numbers to improper fractions. Take, for instance, we have 24 all over 5. This is an improper fraction. So let's learn how to convert this improper fraction to mixed numbers. For us to do this, all we need to do, we ask ourselves, how many times can we subtract 5 from 24? We can do that 4 times. So since we can remove 5, repeated subtraction, that is, we can remove 5 from 24 4 times, we'll have a remainder of 4. And the remainder will be written up all over our 5. And if we want to convert this mixed number back to improper fraction, all we need to do, we say 5 times 4, which is 20. 20 plus 4 will give us 24 all over our 5. So let's consider another example. Let's take, for instance, we have 19 all over 10 as an improper fraction that needs to be changed to mixed numbers. All we need to do, we say, how many times can we remove 10 from 19? And we can remove 10 from 19 once. All right. Then we have a remainder. The remainder will be written up as our numerator, and we'll now have 10 as the denominator. Now, having said how to change from improper fraction to mixed numbers, now let's learn how to change from mixed numbers to improper fraction. Look at this example. We have 12 whole number 1 over 3. 12 whole number 1 over 3. This is a mixed number. So let's learn how to change this mixed number to improper fraction. It's pretty simple. All we need to do, we say 3 times 12, then the answer we get plus 1. 3 times 12 plus our numerator, which is 1, then divided by our denominator here, we'll bring it down. All right? So 3 times 12 is 36. 36 plus 1 is 37. Then we'll bring down our 3. So our answer is 37 over 3. Now let's see another question. Let's take, for instance, we have 11 whole number 2 over 3. 11 whole number 2 over 3. All we need to do, all right, we say 3 times 11, that's 33. 33 plus 2, that will give us 35 all over 3. So that's our answer. Now the next thing I'm going to teach you is to know how to convert from decimal fractions to other types of fractions. Now look at this example. Let's take, for instance, we have 0.1 5. This is a decimal number or a decimal fraction that we can be that can be converted to another type of fraction. So how do we do this? All we need to do, all right, we should recall that the number before the point, which is our 0, is a whole number, all right, and the digits after the point are less than 1. In this case, the 0 is not a significant number, so I'm not going to write it out. If it was to be a significant number like 1 to 9, I would have written it out as a whole number. All right, now follow me. So what we do next, the point changes to this. We'll bring down our 15 up here. All right, then the point changes to 1. It changes to our division sign and the 1. Then after the point, we have 1, 2 digits, so we'll count 1, 2, 0. So we have 15 over 100. But this is not the end. We can reduce 15 over 100 to its lowest term. And how do we do that? We look for numbers that can be used to reduce 15, and the same number can be used to reduce 100. That is the same prime numbers, all right? We can have 3 here, all right, and we can do 5 here. Let's use 5. 5 into 15 is 3 times, and 5 into 100 is 20 times. So our answer is 3 over 20. So by so doing, we have changed this decimal number to a proper fraction. Now, I was telling you about the case whereby we have a significant digit here. Let's see another example that has a significant digit. Let's take, for instance, we have 2.5. 2.5. So let's change 2.5 to another type of fraction. So all we need to do, our 2 will be written as a whole number. All right. So we'll bring our 5 up, and our point changes to this division sign, then 1. Then after the point, we have one digit here, which is 5. So 1 0 will be represented. So the next thing we'll do, we'll reduce our proper fraction, our 5 over 10, to the lowest term. And how do we do that? We can divide this. 5 can divide itself once, and also 10 can divide 5 2 times. So our answer will be 2 whole number 1 over 2. All right, this is where I'm going to stop for today in teaching you about fractions. If you find this helpful, don't forget to like this video and please share this video. Subscribe to my YouTube channel at Joe King Maths Class, and also follow me on Facebook at Joe King, and also on Instagram at official_Joe King. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.